Hey, what's up everybody? I haven't done a video in a while. None at all actually during the deer season because only saw one deer and didn't even get to take him. So, just trying to put a little more videos out, and I have something to show you all today. I went out and got a new gun. I never had a handgun before. I have a bunch of rifles and shotguns and stuff, and I've always wanted a handgun, but I wanted something that was going to be accurate, that I could hunt with, and it also had a lot of knockdown power. And I'm not real, what's the word for it? I don't really care for semi-autos too much, and I really like stainless steel revolvers, so got a revolver, and y'all are probably thinking, well, you might have got a 357 or 45 or 454. Well, I didn't get any of those. I got something a little bit bigger. I got the Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum with the 8 3/4 inch barrel and muzzle brake. This thing is awesome. It is huge. I'm about to take out the box so y'all can see it. I haven't shot it yet. I shot one like it with only the 3.5 inch barrel. This one got the 8 3/4 inch barrel. 8 3/8 barrel, which gave it a little more accuracy and helped the recoil a little bit. But I finally got my hands on some ammo. This is some ammo by Winchester. I'll give you a close up so you can see it. I had the gun for about a month before I actually was able to get ammo for it. Just like everything else right now, 22, and it's all hard to come by. And this gun, if you like to shoot a whole bunch, and if you need like a little extra cash, just sit in the gun for you, because this ammo is over $3 a round. But my purpose is to hunt with it, so I won't be doing a whole lot of shooting. I'll do a little bit to just have some fun, but the main purpose is to hunt with a handgun. I am gonna give y'all some videos of that when I finally do get out to be able to take it out and hunt with it. But after this little review and close-up of it, we're going to take it out and go shoot for the first time. So y'all stay tuned and take a little closer look at this before we go take it out. Well, here's a close-up of the ammo. It is Winchester Platinum Tip 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum in 400 grain. Yeah, you heard me. 400 grain. This is actually only half of what this bullet makes. They make them all the way from like 200 something grain all the way to a whopping 700 grain bullet, and those have some serious recoil. I haven't shot them, but I've heard some stories. But this is said to be good for whitetail, elk, and black bear. I haven't shot them yet, but we're about to take them out and go shoot them. But this bullet is crazy looking. They're hollow points, and here it is. That is a serious bullet. I mean, there's my pinky compared to it. It's really hard because I've watched a bunch of pictures and videos and stuff. It's hard to see a comparison of how big something is unless it's really in person. So I have another bullet for comparison. This is a 300 Magnum with a 180 grain bullet. Here's the 500 Magnum. That is a serious bullet for a handgun. It is the world's largest production handgun on the market. There are some bigger handguns that were made before, but those aren't available to the everyday buyer. But this is, and I wanted something that's gonna be big enough to take down any North American game animal there is, and also just have the excitement of getting it with a handgun. But this is the 500 Magnum, the 300 Magnum. I mean, if you look at it, the 500 might actually be a little bit bigger. It's pretty close to the same, but I mean, that is just a outrageously huge bullet. But now let's get to the gun. Like I said, this thing is huge. Look at this, guys. That is just ridiculous. That is over 15 inches long of nothing but handgun. It's a little over 5 pounds, and it's just huge. I'm just gonna give you a little close up. This specific model has the muzzle brake. Let me back this up a little bit. This specific model has the muzzle brake and a high vis sight. There was 2 generations of this handgun made. The first generation didn't have the muzzle brake. They had a ported barrel, but they didn't have the full muzzle brake. And this muzzle brake is actually interchangeable. I'll show you the other one in a second. But and this one also came with a high vis sight. The other one only had just a solid black sight, which is only really good for the high light, but this one picks up more light for the evening times and stuff, like what I will need when I'm hunting in those low light situations. But here it is. Like I said, it's really hard to tell. Like, look, this is up against my chest. Just so you can kind of see comparison. I just can't really explain to you how big this thing is. You really got to see it in person, because this video doesn't do justice, as because I've seen it in videos, and here holding it in person, it's completely different. This thing is awesome. Here's a cylinder, and just look at that. It's 5 rounds of, that's huge. It's outrageous. I just can't wait to shoot it. I've been waiting to be able to get a chance to shoot some video before I shot it, because I really wanted to get the first shot on camera so you can see the first initial reaction. But this thing also, it's a double action. It's got a super smooth and super soft trigger. I mean, if you're pulling the trigger, then it's obviously tougher because it's pulling the hammer back. But if you pull the hammer back first, it's just, you barely touch the hammer, and you barely touch the trigger and it goes off. So super good trigger. Yeah, let me just show you that other muzzle brake. It comes in the box behind the foam pad right here, which is where you'll also find your lock and your owner's manual. And here's the first bullet that was shot in the factory to make sure the gun worked. And here's that other muzzle brake I was telling you about. It's real simple and easy to change. The reason why they have 2 different muzzle brakes is, if you look at this one, it's got just 3 same size holes, and it's got the holes at the top. It's got 3 on either side of the sight. This one, I'm going to take out the bag so you can see it. This one's got like graduating holes. It gets slowly bigger, and also it closes those holes at the top. So you only have the ported in the sides, but you don't have the holes at the top, except for that one. That one, I forgot about it. But the other one has the holes along both sides and the ones at the side. And I was wondering, like, I thought it was just for looks, but read up on it. This one is made for lead shots. Like the 700 grain bullet is a lead shot, and you want to use this muzzle brake for that specific round. This other muzzle brake that came on the gun, it is made for the bronze and metal. And I don't know exactly what would happen if you didn't use the proper muzzle brake, but you should always just listen to the owner's manual and just use the proper muzzle brake. But like I said, it's really easy to change. Right here underneath the barrel, there is a little screw that turns with the Allen wrench they give you, and it's the opposite of what you would think. It's not lefty loosey, righty tighty. You got to go right to loosen it, and it turns about 3/4 of a turn, or about a full turn, I guess. And you can take that out, and it just makes it loose enough. This muzzle brake just turns. A little too tight. Gotta loosen it up a little more. So you just turn this a little more, if I can get it in there. Yeah, it turns a little over 1 full turn. It just turns and it slides right off, and then there it is without the muzzle brake. And we'll put the other one on so you can see what it looks like. And it's just as simple. They got like little raised parts that you just gotta make sure those are facing out, like right there. And you put that on, you just turn it, and you want to make sure this long ported side is facing the top. So you just turn it, and then just retighten up the muzzle brake. You just retighten up the muzzle brake, and it's all good to go. It's that simple. It's real quick to change out the muzzle brake. You just want to make sure you use the proper one for whatever ammo you're using. And this one got a little bit different look to it. If you look at it, like I said, it's got the little bit changing different holes, and it seals those ported holes right there along the sight. But it has a new hole right there, right in front of the sight, long oval, and it sticks past the gun a little bit. The other one is flush with the sight and the screw right here, but this one sticks out a little bit. I like the look of both of them, but like I said, this one's made for the lead shot, the other one's made for the metal and bronze. And they also give you the other sight if you wanted to use it. This is the sight that came on the first generation of the Smith & Wesson 500, but I mean, I don't see the purpose of this, because why would you want to switch out the high vis sight? This is good for the low light situations, but they give you this sight if you ever wanted it for some reason. But I think that covers just about all of it, except for they also have right here is the keyhole if you wanted to lock the hammer for safety reasons. And they come with the rubber grip, which, I mean, you can change them out to wooden grips and stuff like that, or marble, or not marble, but whatever that other grips are made of. But I mean, for this kind of recoil of a gun, I wouldn't see why you wanted to put something that's gonna be harm on your hands. This one's gonna reduce the recoil a little bit, and just it's super comfortable. I wouldn't change it at all. But here it is, one more last close-up look. Got the 500 on the side. You go down the barrel. It's got it says it's Smith & Wesson 500. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's just an overall, it's a super beautiful gun. I don't regret it at all. It was expensive. This one was right over $1,300, but that was from the cheapest I found. They have super good deal on this gun compared to all the other prices. So that's about it. I think I covered everything with the gun itself. We're gonna take it out and put some of these bad boys through the barrel. So y'all stay tuned and let's go take it out and shoot it. That is awesome. That is a gun. Oh man, that is awesome. Not really that bad. They said that with a longer barrel like this, instead of more upward, you got more like back power like a rifle, and that's about what it feels like. It has more kicking back like that than up, but that is awesome. Oh my gosh, I mean, if you're in a big handgun hunting, definitely recommend this. This thing is awesome.